My origins stem from the Philippines. Originally, my family's from Tacloban, the eastern side of the islands there. I was born in Manila with a single mother. If I was to meet my dad, I'll probably punch him in the mouth, straight out. It'd be a mixed emotion. My father left my mum when she was 3 months pregnant. I'm actually in the process of trying to find my father at the moment, who's Saudi Arabian. I've only got a letter of my father. I've never seen a photo of him, but just recently we've gotten a photo. It could be him, so we'll see what happens. My mum had to, save her money while she was pregnant, work hard, wash clothes, be a cleaner, and have me in a private hospital in Manila because in the Philippines it was against the, being Catholic, against the religion not having a father in the picture, and obviously it doesn't look too well. But my mum, she's a soldier. She worked her ass off and she got us to Australia. And I moved to Australia at a young age at 4. Grew up in the areas of Reservoir and West Heidelberg. Pretty rough areas as a kid, little skinny Filipino kid. So I had to learn how to box, and I made sure, I wouldn't get picked on at school, and I started boxing, and here we are. Out of all the Australian fighters, I come from the old school, the hard knocks, fighting on local shows, getting paid minimum wage. I turned pro at 18, so not many guys turn pro at 18. I won 3 Aussie titles as an amateur, representing Australia in the Youth Commonwealth Games. And then I turned pro at 18 because, I don't come from money, so, going overseas, competing in the amateur tournaments, it's quite expensive, and I always wanted to be a pro world champion. So that was my goal, and I turned pro, and I had 3 fights. At the time I was training at Northside Boxing Gym. I was working with my trainer also as an apprentice roof plumber, and he chose to work and he couldn't train me as much, so I left boxing completely. I come back 3.5 years later after having that break, coming back and finding boxing again and finding the love for it again, which you need. And we fought Brock Jarvis in lockdown, which wasn't ideal, but we got the attention that we've always been working for, and we were main event fights, so that was kind of my big break. To be honest, I knew he was a big guy. I knew he had a lot of weight, but at the time, a lot of people were feeling the same way. It was COVID, very, very depressed. We couldn't go anywhere. People forget Victoria was locked down for almost 2 years straight, and we couldn't go get the sparring we needed and whatever, but I made it work. I showed my courage. We went up 3 weeks early to make the fight happen, and we saw the next day he put on a lot of weight, and that really showed me, boxing's a different sport, so you gotta know the ins and outs of the boxing game, especially when it's time. The timing of everything is so important in the professional ranks. Then we had another break due to COVID, and then I got the opportunity to fight Rocky. Again, not ideal, going up 2 weight classes again, but I showed the courage, I showed my heart, getting up 3 times, against probably a future world champion. But here I am again, November 22nd. I'm well prepared, I'm fully focused. I've been training hard in Mammoth Boxing Gym in Chapel Street. So, I've got a great team with me, Kyle Hilton, Phil Bullock, Heath Ellis, Nigel. We're gonna come to win. I've always been someone to challenge themselves and want to fight the best, because I knew if I did beat Brock or if I did beat Rocky, the reward was going to be massive. And obviously, it was stacked against me, but I showed both times that, I belong. I'm willing to put everything on the line.
Something tells me these guys are not Facebook friends. What are you going to do, brother? I'm going to stop you, brother. I'm going to stop you. Last time you thought you got dropped, brother. Stop that. They couldn't put a sentence together. They couldn't put a combination together. You know what I mean? You'll see.
Obviously a lot of people took notice when I was talking my talk against Rocky Ogden in Queensland. And look, a lot of people tuned in because they felt what I said. I meant it, I meant every word. And unfortunately I didn't get the job done, but credit to Rocky, he's a true champion. There's no shame in losing against the best super featherweight in Australia and the best featherweight in Australia. So I've only had 2 fights at Bantam, 1 knockout and 1 win against Rob Trigg from my Aussie title. So that just shows you my willingness to fight anyone and everyone. So it's no different November 22nd. That's why it's a redemption fight for me. I must win this fight. I know the stakes are high, and I'm sure the fans are gonna be in for a treat and tune in.
Magic team, baby, ready? Come on, bro.
I've never said no to a fight. It's obvious. You have to challenge yourself, and No Limit, they're leading the way with the promotion in this country, and they want good domestic matchups. November 22nd, I'm going to show you why I'm different. My keys to victory is boxing with my mind. I've been working on strength a lot. This time I'm going to be more patient, more calculated, and box the way I know how to box. You know, I've gone through a lot since a lot of people don't know, before I took that Rocky fight, unfortunately, me and my partner were getting ready for a baby. We unfortunately lost the baby. And then a week later, we took that fight. I took that fight to get my mind off, obviously, the bad news. And then after the loss, it was like a domino effect. I come back. My mum had to go into the psych ward for a little bit. She fell ill. And, with my son, my birthday was not long after the fight, and I didn't see him. Father's Day was there, didn't see him, and until now, 9 months later, I haven't seen him. But November 22nd, I'm gonna make sure I win this fight for him. Both times I fought on TV, I didn't get to see him, and it's hard, but this time it's going to be the same, but this time I'm prepared, so it's going on, man, and I know he's going to be ready, but I'm ready to die in there November 22nd to get the win, so. I'll just get my mum into the last. Come here. Sige.
You want the chair?
No, come stand up. Come here, Mum, hold that. November 22nd, No Limit Promotions, Mark Magic Man Schleibs. Tune in, baby, and watch me get this win. Let's go.
I came from Malabag, Hiporlos, Eastern Samar.
Say hello to the fans, man.
Hello, fans, how are you? I came from Malabag, Hiporlos, Eastern Samar. My son, he gonna play this time. I hope to God that he gonna win, bring to Australian
Salamat.
title.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much for everyone and all the fans too, and everyone help us. Thank you so much. I can't thank enough to. Thank you
Salamat,
so
ma'am.
much, very much.
All right.